Hi. I'm just getting ready to go to the Academy Museum. I was gonna say it's or that's, and then I stopped myself from stuttering. You see, my friends, if you know the Myers-Briggs test, you'll know that E stands for extroversion and I stands for introversion. And I got an equal score on both, and those numbers don't lie, and I know because I got the equal score on both when I was at TJHSST, the Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology. And I'm about to get on the bus to the Jefferson station of the 217. +1, you have my Philly address on Penn Street. The Armenian Quarter or no other land. I repeat, my friends, I can picture Armenia. Let me get a better look. I can picture Armenia from the Turkish ruin of Ani. Turkey, my friends. I'm addressing you now. Turkey, which genocided Armenian people. I was in Turkey 13 years ago, looking into Armenia from the eastern edge of West Asia. Oops, I'm over time. Do you know your BAME concepts, my friend? Up from down, east from west. Do you know what a compass is, my friend? My friends. I have friends everywhere, don't I? Academy of American Poets and Vogue magazine. After all, I live in Arcadia. Excuse me. I just saw the ex-spook, Alyssa Slotkin, compare Hamas to Al-Qaeda terrorists in the same breath. She said that Americans have no power to change the course of history in the Middle East because Iran is our adversary and Israel is our ally, except that Iran was our ally before they were our adversary. Alyssa Slotkin. Now, coda or a prologue. Let me get this straight. Joe Biden used the vast powers of the presidency to not just pardon his son, but give him 10 years of blanket legal immunity. And he did this. I believe that says World AIDS Day, but as I explained to my colleagues at the Learning Center where I work, aka a school, I don't write so I can read my writing. I certainly don't write so other people can read my writing. After all, I would never want to be scooped. I should find the essay I wrote that got me into the graduate center. I said I wanted to be a thought leader. Oopsie, I am out of time. My sphincter. One of them. We've got two sphincters, my friends, an inner one and an outer one. And here, so many sheep are being led to zombie land by AI, and most of y'all don't even understand yourselves. Oopsie. Trump. I too was wondering why the economic picture was seeming so rosy. And yet prices keep going up. But wages don't. Stagflation. Oh, I wrote the book on stagflation, my friends. And nobody's even read it. Lapidary. Riddle me that, my friends. I've left a lot of threads dangling here. Wow. Robert Reich. The Third Reich. Robert Reich says baby boomers lost the plot. Yeah, it's Nakba, 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 Nakba everywhere the eye can see. Right? Information warfare. Right? The United States and the Israelis directed information warfare at Columbia University, and Columbia University just paid the Trump administration $220 million, $221 million, $222 million. Which is it? I also take the bus to Jefferson / La Cienega when I go visit my beloved improv. White American racial performance, my friends. Some people I read today are mailmen. Me, soy yo, aka a ka a, see el nieve, see, snows in cars and it rains in Spain. AI, my friends, AI. Let me check my grammar. We barely know ourselves until we do, and then all the world is a stage, as that blasé aristocrat Jacques declaims in As You Like It, right? Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. If I'm Rosencrantz, then who are you playing? Guildenstern, or are you playing Hamlet this time? Because in my book, the Book of Sean MP, subscribe, the role of king is always reserved for Arthur. If you ask me why, I will tell you, my friends, he's got the best mango and the best watermelon and the best kiwi strawberry fruit. That's a hybrid in the business. Among the many things I've lost was a bottle of jewelry cleaner. Right, which is why I gotta loosen this ring with spit. Me and Thomas Jefferson, yo, we are fucking... Oh, that's a brace, my friends. Damn, Thomas Jefferson. Right? Remember, people, because I always do and I always will. Thomas Jefferson, the author of the Declaration of Independence, declared other people to be his property. Me? I'll say it again. Sean MP, this time in English? No hasbara. Or is that propaganda? De me. Balls and strikes my ass. Right? There is no difference between offensive and defensive weapons. Hi, U.S. Senate. In aid, occupier, occupied situation, which is what indubitably and undoubtedly the situation in Palestine and Israel is, in addition to a genocide. Right? So if you want to keep paying the salaries of these US senators and representatives, my friends, who simply are not doing the bare minimum, de minimis of due diligence, then I say we stop paying them, right? Let's let government become a public service again, my friends. And now I do gotta get out of here to go to the Academy Museum, not to see no other land. Would that everybody could see no other land. But because I'm the Armenian quarter, right? Arthur's birthday is July 3rd. Thomas Jefferson's birthday for this country is July 4th. 3, 4 is 0.75, right? Unless Trump doesn't like that number that day, and then it's 0.5, right? Ay, 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 my friends. I'm over time, but I always am. I'm Sean MP. Ciao for now.